The Hellfire Club emerged during the Age of Enlightenment. This was a time when reason challenged religious authority, science questioned doctrine, and the power of the church was increasingly criticized. Yet publicly, English society remained deeply conservative. The aristocracy outwardly defended morality, while privately indulging in excess. It was within this contradiction that the Hellfire Club was born. At the center of these rumors stood Sir Francis Dashwood. Dashwood was a man of contradictions, a politician, a nobleman, a traveler deeply influenced by Europe's ancient philosophies. He admired classical antiquity, mocked religious rigidity, and believed that morality, when enforced publicly, often collapsed privately. Dashwood did not reject religion outright. He ridiculed hypocrisy, and ridicule, in his world, was a weapon. Around 1749, Dashwood began hosting private gatherings. By 1752, these meetings evolved into a formal society. The group called themselves the Monks of St. Francis of Wickham. The name itself was satire. Members dressed as monks, adopted mock religious titles, and held ceremonies that deliberately parodied Christian rituals. Secrecy was essential, not because their actions were supernatural, but because they were scandalous. The meetings took place at Medmenham Abbey. Once a Cistercian monastery, the abbey was transformed into a stage. Religious symbols were inverted. Classical statues replaced sacred icons. Latin inscriptions mocked spiritual authority. To outsiders, the abbey appeared abandoned. Inside, it became something else entirely. The gatherings followed no fixed doctrine. There was no formal theology, no unified belief system. Instead, there was performance. Ceremonies existed to provoke, to unsettle, to blur the line between reverence and ridicule. Later generations would call this occult. But contemporary evidence suggests something subtler. A deliberate manipulation of appearance. Membership was selective. The Hellfire Club attracted men who already held power. Politicians, writers, aristocrats. Their influence extended far beyond the abbey walls. This made the club dangerous, not because of what they believed, but because of who they were. Scandal, once whispered, became political ammunition. As rumors spread, details became distorted. Satire turned into blasphemy. Mockery became devil worship. Symbolism became evidence. Public imagination filled the gaps. What could not be seen was assumed to be sinister. By the late 1750s, pressure mounted. Political consequences followed social outrage. Dashwood's ambitions could not survive continued exposure. The gatherings ended quietly. No arrests, no trials, no confessions, only silence. Later accounts describe another layer of the Hellfire Club. Women were present at some gatherings. They were mockingly referred to as nuns, a deliberate inversion of religious devotion. Who these women were remains unclear. Some accounts suggest companions or courtesans. Others describe individuals seeking escape from the rigid moral expectations of England's upper class. What matters is not certainty, but perception. In a society ruled by public virtue, any private deviation became scandal. The Hellfire Club did not disappear. It transformed. Victorian writers amplified its darkness. Moral outrage reshaped satire into depravity. Rumor hardened into legend. The club was not feared for what could be proven. It was feared for what people were willing to believe. Because the most unsettling truth was not the suggestion of the occult, but the exposure of power, unwilling to live by its own rules. The Hellfire Club was never about the devil. It was about secrecy. And secrecy, once misunderstood, creates its own demons. I'd like to thank you for watching. Until next time, in Occult History Explained.